Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Kyle. This is my 2003 Saab 9.5 that we purchased about a month ago. It was sitting in a field for about 2 years, and we have saved it from the junkyard. A little TLC. If you guys haven't seen the episodes, be sure to check out the playlist. I'll link it right above. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please smash the subscribe button because we are saving Saabs left and right, and we have other future plans in the works, so be sure to stay tuned for that. In today's episode, I'm going to be replacing the front rotors because the rotors, if your car sits outside hot and cold weather for an extended period of time without driving, the rotors will warp themselves. And in this circumstance, the front rotors have gone bad. So we have fresh rotors. The pads on there are meaty, so I'm not replacing them. And also the subframe bushings are bad on this car. You can feel you can hear the knocking noise when you're driving, and of course even just at a standstill, if I'm turning the wheel, you can kind of see the subframe shifting. So the bushings are shot. We have polyurethane bushings that I bought online for 50 bucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that, so stay tuned. There you guys go. You can see where this thing was jumping from the rust. So right here is where there's a rust spot, and this little surface here can make the vibration that we're getting. So some would also tell you that would wear off after like a couple hundred miles of driving, but I think there's a follower that's interested in the car, and I'd rather give him the car without having to worry. Same with me. So we're gonna replace them and do the right thing. Alright guys, there's our new rotors. I'm gonna go ahead. I forgot to get some brake clean, so I gotta run out and grab some brake clean. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna knock off the other side. So when I get the brake clean, I can come back and get right to work. I usually have, look at the parts store here. Usually I have some extra, but apparently not this time, so. I'll run the car. Alright guys, got our $5 bottle of brake clean. So I suspect that if you guys shop online before you do a project like this, you'll probably get a better deal on these things because the auto parts store became very expensive with certain items, and that's one of them. So I'm gonna let's go ahead and reinstall these, and we'll hop into the bushings. Alright guys, so now we have brand new rotors and pads on the front of this car. Should eliminate a lot of the vibration we were getting. The rear rotors look to be fine. I'm gonna probably let those slide because I wasn't getting a lot of vibration from the back. So let's I'm gonna take a break because in the next phase of this video we're gonna get into the subframe bushings, and it's gonna freaking suck. I'll tell you that right now, it's gonna suck big time. So really not looking forward to it. I know I'll be optimistic. I feel like once I get into this, we got your polyurethane bushings, by the way, $50 online, plus some time. You can knock out a lot of problems with your Saab, such as vibrations and knocking noises and all sorts of things that happen when these bushings go bad. So these bushings were so bad that when I turned the steering wheel with the car on the ground and you look underneath, you can see the entire subframe shifting. So it's a good thing we're gonna get to this. Whoever owns this car next is gonna really appreciate this work. So lots of things happening here. This car is freaking all right, guys, it's 12:20 right now. I'm gonna give myself about another 5 minutes to situate myself, and then we're gonna go ahead and go full action and see how fast we can go ahead and knock this out. Remember, it's 12:20, clock over here. So loosen the fronts, because you're not hoisting the motor here. See how that works. Just as nervous as you are right now. Guys, so before I actually start drilling those bushings out, I'm actually just going around. You can see me trying to pull the frame down. I'm trying to make sure I get a wide enough gap to actually squeeze this guy up in there. So obviously I'm not done. I got this side completely taken down. This side I need to work on. So let's go ahead and do it. All right, so I didn't show it because I don't really need to, but remove the screws and underneath, remove the cover. Gives you access to this side. So I'm gonna go ahead now and just loosen the top one front and then take that one out, and should have enough movement now in the rest of that frame to get this done. Alright, so these bushings are freaking shot. Oh my god. But now that we have all the back 4 bolts off, let's see how this looks back here. I have a second jack here that works. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take out the front bolt on the one side here. We're gonna do one side at a time. I have one jack holding up the frame so the whole thing doesn't come flying down. Try to lower it a little bit, and then be able to get, because the problem is the back side is not an issue. This here is where I'm worried about getting that bushing into the frame, enough space. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna mess with the second jack here and see if that helps. So just make sure, if this does work, guys, and you don't have an engine hoist like I don't, have a second jack. Alright guys, I finally got that thing to snap into place. Just an FYI, I did remove the bolts here from the top of the strut mount to try to get an extra 1/4 of an inch or centimeter on that down there. So if you guys are running into an issue, that's what I did. I didn't show it on camera, but I'm telling you now. Alright. You can see that wonderful blue looking subframe bushing in there now. I went ahead, I removed all the metal centers on these. They just push right out. I didn't do that before, which I should have done. Makes life a little bit easier. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna get underneath the car now and do the rears. They, I suspect, should be a little bit easier just because that backside will drop down more since it's a little bit off center from all the other mounting points. So let's get to it. See you under there. Alright guys, I forgot to film it, but I did just press in this bushing. I found, just from my experience here, that if you grease the inside of the metal, not just the bushing, but the inside where the bushing goes, you'll see like right here, it pushed it all through, made it a lot easier to get through. So now, we are done with this side completely. Alright guys, so I've been battling a little bit of a dead camera here. So I got the rear bushing out, and I got the center bushing out on this side now. I saved the reinstallation of the other bushing because on the other side I think the battery might have died, so I just went ahead and saved it so I can show you exactly what I did. Just so you know, I've found it easier now to grease the bushing as well as grease the inside of the subframe. It'll slide right through. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this side center first. We'll go ahead and hit the back side, and then we'll wrap it up, guys. This would be a wrap, almost done here. Because the other side is done. We got these two left. Tidy everything up, and should be good. So pretty excited about that. Let's do it. No creaks. A freaking brand new car. So let's see how this thing runs. Just a fluke. All right, guys, so car is much quieter. No more creaks and rattles or pops. Brakes are beautifully smooth. Smooth as silk. That makes any sense. Smooth as silk.
Smooth like a baby's ass.
Smooth like a baby's ass. Wow, this car runs so much different. It's amazing what bushings do. All right, guys. So that is a wrap on this beautiful Saab 9.5. Kind of digging it. Everybody's out walking since it's beautiful, 50 degrees and sunny on this wonderful Sunday. Sunday fun day. So, all right, guys, so I'm gonna leave you off on that. I will say this, now that I've done subframe bushings, I will suggest I'm not afraid to do it again. I think total time was probably about 3 hours without breaks and nonsense that happens in between. And I would probably presume I can go faster next time now that I really know what I'm doing. Just remember, if you're gonna do this, to grease the bushing and also grease the socket on the frame, because those two, that combination will allow it to pop right into place. I think I lost about 15 or 20 minutes just on the first bushing there, struggling to get it through the hole. So, you know, I think this is about a 2 to 2.5 hour job, safe to say, without anything to worry about. So yeah, stay tuned, guys, for more. I think this car is pretty much just about done. I got a few things to tidy up on, and you know, and it should be good. So guys, stay tuned for next episode. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment below. Your support is always awesome. I love helping the community out with any questions. So look forward to helping anybody if you have any questions out there. I know that there are some other subframe bushing videos out there that I looked at, and none of them went into all of the detail that I did. So hopefully this one is a good help. So I will see you guys next time. As always, see you next time.